Hello, everybody. Happy cooking class night. Here we are on June 15th. Feels like we're already halfway through the summer and it's not even the first day of summer yet, but it's going to be a scorcher. So I'm so glad we're making this dinner because we have very little cooking to do. So that's exciting. So tonight we are making spring rolls. We've been talking about it for weeks, maybe months. We're going to do it. So it's just a decent amount of prep, not a ton of cooking. And then it's kind of like a snack dinner. So, and these are very customizable, very customizable. We'll make one together and then from then on, we're just gonna roll, make some stuff. It's gonna be great. Hopefully you love them. But before we get started cooking, let's discuss how this works in case any of you either haven't been here in a while or this might be your first cooking class or whatever. Let's discuss how we do this. So it has been over a year that we've been doing this, but in my head, I still think about how we did this in person. So in person, we cook as a group. So you're by yourself, maybe. I'm by myself, clearly. But we still are working as a group. And so some of our friends out there cooking with us are by themselves. Some have a lot of support, but we make sure that everybody has the time they need to be successful. So sometimes if we're chopping something, some of us might be really fast choppers and others may take a little bit longer, and that's fine. We're going to wait for them. So if you have some downtime, do your dishes, have a seat, drink some water, do whatever, but we don't leave a man behind. That's no fun. Nobody likes to feel like they're getting lost or stressed out. So that's that part. Second part is independence. Parents out there, care providers, we love you. This is not your cooking class. You're there for support, support, support. That's it. So if our friends need some help with cutting or they need some help with the heat or whatever's going on, feel free to help. But other than that, hands off as much as you can. I know it's hard, but you can do it. So, and then that being said, safety. After fun and delicious, we care about safety. So if we're using knives, I'm going to talk to you about how to use your knives, where to put your hands, where to put your fingers, what kind of knife to choose. If we use the stove or the oven, we'll talk about temperatures and hot pads and things like that. But I can't see you. So I'm trusting that you're being safe in there. You're being safe in there. Okay. No bloody fingers in dinner. Gross. So I think that's that. I think that's that. So we got to start with washing hands. Speaking of safety. So we're going to wash our hands for 20 seconds with warm water, all sides, thumbs, back sides, everything. And even if you washed your hands 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and you've been digging through your cupboards, do it again. Here we go. My water got hot. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, that's fine, Joshy. You'll be fine. So I think almost everyone's here is cooking. If you are not cooking and you have not told me yet, Shannon, I got you. But if there's anybody else that's just watching, please let me know. The other thing that I want to know before we get started is, let me look at my 1,000 pieces of paper here. What the shopping list said was to get shrimp, but also I know not everybody likes seafood. I don't know why, but I know that that's a fact. So you could also have gratin and rotisserie chicken. So before you answer, I need to know if you got shrimp or chicken. And if you're a shrimp person, is it cooked, frozen, raw? So you can give me a C for chicken. Hopefully nobody has raw chicken. And then you can give me an S for shrimp, but with your shrimp, I need to know raw, fresh, frozen. Good, good. I have frozen cooked shrimp. We got 2 chickens, 3 chickens. Tell me they're rotisserie chickens, right, you guys? If you have raw chicken, I gotta know. Good, 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 good. Oh, all right. Very good, ladies. Very good. Okay. Okay, good. Some raw shrimp. Good, good, good. I got frozy, frozy, frozy. Okay. We'll wait. Frozen shrimp. Good. Me too. Okay. Good, 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 good. Fresh shrimp. Yum. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let's work on our Yeah, me too. Doing some of each. Very good. So let's work on our like protein, our meat situation first so that we can all get on the same page with that stuff. So if you have chicken, you want it shredded. So get 2 forks, put some in a bowl, shred it up. And if you're using like a rotisserie chicken, just like cut off some chunks, 2 forks, shred it. For us shrimp people, if your shrimp is frozen, I'll come back to you because that's what mine is. If you have fresh shrimp, you need to just, if it's raw fresh, let's start there. Raw fresh, peel off the thing, pinch off the tail. You're gonna cook it in a little pan, just with a little bit of oil. You got to get it pink. Us frozen shrimp people, we got to defrost our shrimp. So we all kind of have something different to do. So let me go get my shrimp and we'll talk through it. My shrimp has the tail on still. Winko, I think. Oh yeah, it even says Winko. All right. Yeah, that's not what we're gonna do, but thanks. Yeah, okay, cool. So if you have frozen shrimp, for all of us that have frozen shrimp, we are going to put it in a colander, a strainer, and run hot water on it, and they defrost pretty quickly. So that's what we're gonna do with our frozen shrimp. If you need to cook your shrimp, just gonna take a little frying pan, put some olive oil in there or butter. I like it with butter. You're gonna cook them in there until they're pink. If you have chicken, yeah, chicken, you're gonna shred it with 2 forks. The tails will come off. If you're frozen, I'm gonna pinch my tails off in a minute and I'll show you how to do that if you need help with that. So that's what we're all doing right now. We are getting our meat filling ready. Any questions? Put it in the chat. Jackson here to help answer questions. And I will hopefully catch it too. Just make sure with your questions on the chat where it says all panelists, you want to make sure it says all panelists and attendees so Jack can see it. My mom cooked it. Oh, well then you are set, Rolly. If your stuff is all done and ready, like you have done shrimp, you have done shredded chicken, whatever, you're just hanging out. This will not take us very long to do this. Let's see here. Garbage bowl, friends. If you don't have a garbage bowl yet, I highly recommend it, especially if you got tails on a shrimp. There's so much paper. So much paper. Okay. And you do not need a ton, you guys. We're gonna do like maybe 2 to 4 shrimp per roll if you're doing shrimp. Garbage bowl. So you do not need to make a cajillion shrimp unless you want to eat them because oh mine has tails, Elizabeth. Tail on. Unless you're gonna eat them, which I love shrimp. And for your chicken, you're just gonna have a little pile per spring roll. I think I'm gonna do like that. 1, 2. Mine are really skinny. If you have giant fatty shrimp, we're gonna cut them in half, like down the middle, like right there. So if you have giant fatty shrimp, you need even less. If you have little guys, I don't even know. Oh, I got a double. Look, it's yin and yang. The little guys, you'll be fine not cutting them. I'm gonna go put warm water on my shrimp. I just got stabbed. I got stabbed by a shrimp tail. So I'm just kind of, yeah, cook your shrimp now, babe. I'm just kind of tossing mine are already cooked. My pre-cooked shrimp, I'm just tossing them in the warm water and they're already getting soft. So if you're in the same boat as me, that's what we're doing. If you need to cook yours, low frying pan, a little bit of olive oil or butter, and you're gonna pinch that tail off and cook them until they're nice and pink. We want pink shrimpies. Just kind of looking through again what we got. Yeah, we got lots of cooked shrimp. Good, you guys. Good job. Good job. Let that sit there. So, what we're gonna end up doing, you guys, is having a bunch of bowls. It's gonna look like a salad bar. We're gonna end up with a bunch of bowls or piles, if you got a kitchen like that, of our ingredients. So with your chicken or your shrimp, whatever you got, just gonna want to end up with it in a bowl. I think I am gonna cut some of my shrimp in half so I can show you guys how to do that. Um, okay. Right, good. Okay. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Guess I should put these away. So real quick. No, yes, we are, but we're not gonna do it yet. Don't do it yet. We'll do it together. Um, because they're fancy. For those of you that want to cut your shrimp to make them skinny, hold on, I have the hiccups. You ever had a spring roll at a place that sells a spring roll? If you're using the shrimp, they like line them up down the little thing and you can see them through the wrapper. They're so cute. And sometimes they're cut in half, like, but they still look like a shrimp. So I'm gonna do that with some of mine if you want to see how. But your shrimp has a natural like divot right there. Oh, I gotta pinch my tails off. Hold on, pinch my tails off. When you pinch your tail off, you just pinch right here above the taily part, and you just kind of, now it's not going to be easy. There we go. Pinch and pull. Pinch and pull. I forgot about that part. Do that first. Garbage bowl. Pinch and pull, baby. If you're cooking your shrimp, because I know some of you are, you can take your tail off before or after. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you take it off. And for you chicken people, no bones. Ready to say that? I love shrimp. I just want to, you guys know how I love to eat while I cook. Usually by the time dinner's served, I'm not hungry because I've been eating the whole time. Oops. There we go. Pinch and pull, pinch and pull. Yep. I just love, it's so easy. It's just like an easy little thing to do. You are going to use your strainer again for your noodles. So if you got a strainer out for your shrimp, you can leave it out. If you're done and you're just hanging out, get a strainer out. because you're going to need it. Get out of my shrimp. There we go. All right, I'm going to rinse them out. Get the shrimp bits out. Okay. So some of my shrimp are a little bigger than others. So good job, Elizabeth. So if you want to, you can cut your shrimp in half. So I'm just going to set it down and kind of hold on to one side and cut right down that middle. So you're going to end up with two, and I used a flat knife, not a steak knife. You end up with like two shrimp halves, but they're both still pink on the outside. So if you want to do that, if you have big fatty shrimp, you can. You can leave them fat too if you want, whatever you want. I'm just going to do it with some of mine. Uh-huh. I want to eat shrimp. I don't know. Which shrimp is bigger than the others? You're good. Right in the middle, baby. Get in there. There we go. I'm not making very even cuts, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You get any more wraps instead of spring. That'll work. They'll be fine. I know some of you reached out to me that you had trouble finding the wraps. So you might have a different kind. And the only thing that might happen is you might find out that you need to cook them. So if you have egg roll wrappers, you just might need to bake them. Like, oh, my shrimp just stuck to the counter. After we've made them, you're still gonna make them the same way, but you may want to cook them. And I just don't know because I don't have any. So it's gonna be an experiment. You can read your wrapper, see what it says too. Read your package. I think I'm done with this shrimp situation. That's funny. This one was pretty good. All right. A loose piece. Oh, I want this knife. Do I want this knife? No, it's too small. All right, friends. So next thing we're going to do, but not yet, don't worry, in case you're still working. But the next thing we're going to do is prepare our peanut sauce because really it's the only other thing we have to measure. Sorry, we haven't measured anything yet. But it's the only thing we have to measure. So we're just going to do it first and set it aside. And then we're going to get to veggies. So when you're done with your chicken or your shrimp and it's in a bowl ready to go and you're ready to make some sauce, give me a PB. No, PB? Peanut sauce. PS. PS. PB works. Sorry, Elizabeth, you're so quick. So PS or PB, which means you are ready to make sauce. Your chicken or your shrimp are ready. Uh-huh. Jack, my marker is getting pretty gnarly. Hopefully you can read it. I need to get new dry erase markers. She's pretty good though. What did, oh. All right, hold on, I'm thinking. It's hurting my head. Too much thinking. Oh, okay, it's on there. Cool. All right, we're good. Oh my gosh. The pen erased itself. Wow. Jack, did you get my recipes? You guys are so good. That'll help if you did. Um, Sugar. Oh, good. Um, uh, okay. You guys, this peanut sauce, I love reviews. I'm gonna peanut butter out. I'll tell you in a moment, my friend. Um, this peanut sauce, the reviews were crazy. People were like, that's the best peanut sauce I've ever had. Da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, we shall make it. All right, so let's get our stuff out, shall we? Let's start with maybe the small, like maybe I'm just gonna use this, like a cereal bowl. Let's get a cereal bowl or something like that to make our sauce in. And then we are using peanut butter for those of you that have one of these little babies. You can get it out. We're only doing a quarter cup. And in my opinion, I hate washing this thing, so I'm not going to use it. But if you want to, go ahead. But you need a quarter cup for your peanut butter. Quarter cup, measuring cup. And then we need a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Teaspoon and a tablespoon. I think that's it. If you're doing the fresh ginger, which was optional, you're going to want a spoon. So I'm going to get a spoon. And you'll either want a fork or a little baby whisk to mix it on up. So spoon if you're using fresh ginger, fork and a whisk. And also if you're using fresh ginger, I guess we need a grater or a zester. I guess I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. So if you've got a zester, so if you're using fresh ginger, you need a spoon and either a zester or a little cheese grater. Okay. Let's review. Bowl, quarter cup, teaspoon and a tablespoon, a fork or a whisk. Can you see that? And then if you're using ginger, a zester and a spoon or a cheese grater. You don't have to use it. I thought I would. Why not? Except I really don't know what I did with it. I'm gonna have to find my ginger. Okay, let's get our ingredients. We need peanut butter. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. Peanut butter. We need soy sauce. If you are gluten free, you can use, or you want to be healthy, you can use liquid aminos or I always forget what it's called. Tamari. Tamari. If you've never had tamari, tastes just like soy sauce, but no gluten, a little healthier. Okay. Lime juice. So this is what I got tripped up on in my head a minute ago. If you're making the dessert spring rolls, we needed a lime, like a real one. But this one we just need lime juice. So that's why I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing? But I did tell you to get both. So lime juice. I got a brand new bottle of lime juice in my house. You need brown sugar if you want to use it. Lemon juice will be okay. Why not? You don't have to use lime juice. You already told me, Josh. You don't have to use it. Brown sugar. My brown sugar is a rock. There we go. That one's a little better. Brown sugar. And then you need the chili garlic sauce. If you were able to find it. Chili garlic sauce. Mine's a little bit different, but it'll work just fine. Oh, good. I actually, now that you said that, Annie, I didn't even like look. I didn't even look to see who was ready. Sorry. Now I'm gonna look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So some of you might still be doing your shrimp and your chicken, and I'm so sorry I forgot to count, but we will not keep going until you're ready. I'll do another count again. And then also, if you're using the fresh ginger, you got to get that. I found it. I knew I bought it. All right, let me go see. Josh, people were putting PS if they were ready to make their peanut sauce. You might have already done it. I don't remember. So let me go look. Elizabeth is done. Tommy was ready. Maggie's ready. Debbie's ready. Mark, Schmarky, Amber, Andrea, Nikki, Gabby, Rolly. Ladies. Debbie, Joshy, Nikki did yours. Good. So, Tina, you were cooking shrimp. Jason, I don't know about how you're doing. And I heard from everybody else. Oh, good. Jason, are you done with your shrimp or chicken? Good job. Thank you, everybody. So we will review one more time. And also Jack put in the chat everything that we need for our peanut sauce. So, except now there's all these extra comments. So she'll put it again because she's cool like that. So, ingredients. Peanut butter. Soy sauce. Lime juice. Brown sugar. Chili sauce. And then if you're using it, fresh ginger. And if you don't have all those things, you're going to leave it out. You're going to substitute. That's just fine. It's great. I might have to sit here and work on peanut butter because this one's almost gone. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I hope I don't have to get a new jar of peanut butter ready, my friends, but we'll do what we gotta do, right? Let me get my holder over here. All right, gang. Let's make us some peanut sauce. Thanks, Jack. You're so great. So Jack put in the chat. Oh, this is horrible, you guys. My dry erase marker is like, it's dying. There's a 1. What is this? The more I mess with it, the worse it gets. So let's just do it, shall we? So for the peanut butter, I guess I need a spoon to get my peanut butter out. I'm gonna go knife instead. So with your peanut butter, you need a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. This is just not gonna cut it. So you don't have a 1/4 cup, Elizabeth. So how many tablespoons? Jack will tell us Jack, will you Google how many tablespoons are in a quarter cup? I think it's like 4, 6, 8. I can't remember. Jack will tell us, Elizabeth. So, quarter cup of peanut butter. We'll see. I don't think I have it. I'll be so happy if I do. Four. Oh, you guys, everybody did it. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to my pet peeves. It's 4. Very good. 4 tablespoons, Elizabeth. You were close. You were close. All right. Oh, I'm so close. Come on, peanut butter. Almost. I'm just going to add more a little bit. So, quarter cup. Set you over here. Where do I need to take the garbage out? Okay, quarter cup of peanut butter in the bowl. Oh, you guys, the number one question, where do I put it? Put it in a bowl. Everything we're doing, we're putting in the same bowl. Because we're making sauce. Okay. Scrape it out good. Okay. Get off of there. And you will not need your quarter cup anymore. You can put it in the sink. Okay, next up is our soy sauce. We're doing 4 teaspoons of soy sauce. 4 teaspoons. Oh, it's going to come out so fast. Be careful. 1, 2, 3. Mine's dribbling. 4. You will not need your soy sauce anymore, so you can put it away. All right, lime juice is 1 tablespoon. I think this is the only thing that's a tablespoon. It is. Everything else is teaspoons. 1 tablespoon lime juice. You're actually going to use your tablespoon again for lime juice and lemon juice if you're making desserts. So I'm going to set mine over here because I'm going to make dessert. That's what we forgot to talk about was our prep counter. I highly recommend you have a stuff counter and a prep counter. Highly recommend. I'm going to put my lime juice in the fridge though. Where'd it go? Okay, next up, brown sugar. I need to stick it in, the teaspoon is going in the bag. So you can, I don't know what it would taste like. I might leave it out, Josh. I think I'd leave it out. Do not use lemon juice in your peanut sauce. I think that'll be strange. I'm going to put this in my brown sugar, so I'm going to rinse out the soy sauce. Get it nice and dry so your sugar doesn't stick. Okay, brown sugar, 2 teaspoons. When you do your brown sugar, you gotta like pack it in there. So, the biggest baggie in the whole wide world. What I like to do is keep my finger on the outside of the bag. dig the spoon in there and then kind of pack it in on the outside. And then you get a packed one, but I didn't fill it up all the way. Make sure you fill your stuff up all the way, you guys. There we go. It's so cute. Number two, number two. More. There we go. Two. We are done with brown sugar. You can put it away too. Look at the size of this baggie. Why? So big. Got it. And then we need a teaspoon. Now, this is sugar on it. I'm just going to wipe it on my apron. A teaspoon of the chili sauce. Don't stick in there. Mmm, smells good. Okay. And I'm going to put this in my fridge. And add a little more peanut butter. Yes, 2 teaspoons brown sugar. So if we're using fresh ginger, let's talk about how to do it. Look at this jar of peanut butter, it's so big. It was so cheap, I couldn't pass it up. Oh, baby. There we go. Wow. That was stuck on there good. All right, so let's review. Your peanut butter was a 1/4 cup. Soy sauce, 4 teaspoons. Lime juice, 1 tablespoon. If you don't have lime juice, just leave it out. Brown sugar, 2 teaspoons. And chili sauce, 1 teaspoon. So let's discuss fresh ginger. Okay. Fresh ginger is very strange to me. I'm just learning how to use it. Let me get my garbage bowl, bring it over here. So with your spoon, the skin comes right off. So if you're using fresh ginger, you just peel it with the spoon. Yeah, it's so crazy. It comes right off. And you don't, I just got ginger juice. You don't need a lot. So I'm just going to go around the bottom, scrape off my skin. Ginger juice. Okay, and I'm going to put it down now. There. It's much easier when you're not holding a bowl. If you have ginger sauce, if just as long as there's no weird ingredients in it, you can use that. Or you can leave it out. Ginger is a very strong flavor. Very strong flavor. So if you like it, go for it. So if you're using the ginger, you're going to grate, you just need a teaspoon of it. So I'm just going to kind of leave my teaspoon right here, and I'm going to grate onto it and catch it. We'll see how that goes. But I need to, the bottom of my ginger is kind of nubby. I'm going to chop that off. Looks like a tree. Now I got to take off more skin. I do love how easy it is to peel. It's so easy. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little zester and go for it. I do remember doing this now last time. It wasn't very easy. If it's not easy, you can chop it. We'll see. Oh, I'm getting some. It's working. So I'm just going to put it into the teaspoon. And a little ginger. There we go. I got half. I think that's going to do it. I'm not going to use it all. There we go. I'm just going to use a little bit. How many teaspoons of the ginger sauce? I mean, I would just do one, I guess, Joshie. Just make it the same amount. Okay. Teaspoon, do we need you? We will need our, if you're making dessert, you'll need your teaspoon. So wash off the chili sauce. Then I'm gonna just set it over here. Okay. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. If you're making dessert and you got a fresh lime, you're gonna need your zester. So I'm gonna wash it real quick. Okay. And I'm just gonna set it on the other counter. Got the ginger off. So now here's where the recipe gets a little wacky. What it says is whisk in 2 to 3 teaspoons of water. Excuse me, tablespoons of water until you like the thickness of your sauce. So it's very peanut buttery, right? There's not a lot of liquid in here. So I'm going to try and whisk it. But it does say to add water. Oh yeah, it's going to be thick. But it's supposed to be a dipping sauce, not like mayonnaise, right? That's not too bad. Whisk it up. So if you want it a little bit runnier, you add in a little bit of water. Yeah, it's pretty thick. That's not very dippy. That's more like a spread. Let me go add a little water. Plus, mine needs more peanut butter. Can we get it for you? Right. Here you go, darling. That's heavy. Okay, I need more peanut butter too. I forgot. Mega jar. This is wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm going for it. Add a little bit of peanut butter. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. That'll do it. I just needed a little bit more. I love peanut butter. Okay. So, yeah, now it definitely needs more water. So it says 2 to 3. I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon. Let's see. Let's see what we like. It's like pudding. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 1 did nothing. Yeah, because like you're gonna have your spring roll, right? That looks like an egg roll and you want to dip it in. Right now, if I dipped it in, I would get like nothing. So I guess I'm adding more water. Maybe the recipe knows what it's talking about. Who knew? Okay, I'm at 2. I'm sorry, Jack. I love peanut sauce. It needs 3. Mine does. There we go. We're getting dippy like now. Yeah, that's better. Yep. That is better. Okay. Thanks, recipe. Okay. So when you like your thickness, you can set it aside and we're done. And you can put away your peanut butter and your stuff. All right. Like a 20-pound jar. All right, friends. So next up is just getting our noodles and our veggies ready. So I think we're done with this. So when you guys are done with your peanut sauce, we're going to do noodles. So give me an N for noodles when your sauce is done. Woohoo! You guys, you're so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nice. Magic number. So just one more. One more. I heard from you. You. Well, maybe I did hear from everybody. Maybe I did. No, no honey in the sauce. That's for dessert. That's dessert sauce. Oh, there we go. It's Mark. Okay, very good. Okay, friends. Noodles. So I'm sorry if some of you couldn't find the noodles, but what we were looking for was little tiny baby vermicelli noodles. And I know I told at least one person just to get angel hair pasta if you couldn't find it. They're just really tiny little baby noodles. The spring rolls are dinner, but we're also making dessert spring rolls. Same stuff, just with fruit. And they're kind of in these little bunches in your package. So here's what I'm going to say about what we're about to do. For the rest of the night, what we're about to do is it kind of depends on how many people or how many spring rolls you want to make. So there's like 10 fillings in one wrapper, right? So each one gets a little bit of everything. We're not trying to stuff giant burritos. That's not what we're doing here. So you do not need to make, like my package is huge. I'm probably going to make 2 little bunches maybe. They take seconds to make. So if we have to make more, we can. But if you have little bundles like these, I'm going to make 2. I'm cooking for 2 people only, but we're going to have lunch out of it because that's how we are. We don't like to make lunch. So, yeah. So we're going to talk through this and then we're going to do it. It's very quick, very quick. So what we need to do is we need to boil some water, just like you would do for a regular noodle. But the vermicelli noodles cook very quickly, very quickly. So, sorry, I was just looking at all these pieces of paper. So you just put them in for just a few minutes. And then as soon as they're soft, you take them out. So they're not going to be in there for 5, 8, 10 minutes like noodles can be. Yeah, if you just have the singles, you just put a couple handfuls in. So we're all going to get a little pot of water and put it on to boil. And this is really, unless you cooked, no, Gabby, you don't need a lid. You and me, girl. Unless you cook shrimp or chicken, this is the only cooking we're doing. You don't need a ton of water because you're not making a ton of noodles. So just do what makes sense. I believe in you. So I'm going to put mine on high so that we can get this thing cooking. Maybe 9, high, 8. And high freaks me out. I'm going to put it on 8. So while this is getting ready, we got our strainers in the sink. I think I'm even actually going to use tongs because I think tongs are fun for noodles. So if you have tongs, that's what I recommend you use. And that way with your noodles, you can just kind of like grab at them and kind of see that they're getting soft. And then we're going to dump them and run them under cold water. That's what we're going to do with our noodles. Quick, quickity, quick. But hold on. My ginger spoon is here. Can't have it. Okay. But we're also going to get our veggies out and get them ready so that we're not just like standing around watching water boil. That works fine, really. That'll work. Okay. So water's on. Let's gather some ingredients. So we have shredded carrots. Hopefully you were able to find shredded carrots at the grocery store. And if you did not, hopefully you have already shredded them. So I'm just going to open my package. It's up to you guys. I always put hot water in my pot because then it boils faster, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to open my bag of carrots. If you want to, you can put them in a bowl if that's easier. I'm going to get it. It's happening. There it goes. But it's up to you. There we go. This does not. I got it. This took me a minute. Okay. The other thing we need is a cucumber. So I'm just gonna get for 3, Gabby. I think you could probably do 2. I think that's fine. If you have little bunchies like mine, do 2. We're gonna chop everything later, but I just want to get it out. So cucumber. Mine is like, it's like the biggest cucumber I've ever seen. Cucumber. And then we have purple cabbage. Did anybody find shredded purple cabbage? I only saw shredded green and I almost got it, but I figured purple would be prettier. So I got purple. So anyways, the thing about English cucumbers, good question, Elizabeth. The thing about English cucumbers is the peels are not waxy. You know how with regular cucumbers, how you have to, well, I like to peel the skin off because they're really thick and they're really waxy. And the English cucumbers don't have that. Yes, but it called red. Oh, you found shredded purple, but they called it red? Is that what you're saying? I really wish I could have found it. But instead, I have the biggest cabbage. It's as big as my head. It's so big. So we will shred these together. We are not shredding this whole thing. This is insanity. How's your water coming? Okay, we're just gonna be getting stuff, right? So we got carrots, we got a cucumber, big giant cabbage. Oh Jack, yeah. This is where it's like, what are you doing, Jen? It's all the things. And then some herbs, mint, basil, and cilantro. Mom, I know you love cilantro. You can leave it out. Mint, basil. My basil was still good from last time. Elizabeth, do you have a knife? Because that's how we're gonna do it. That's for the cabbage. We're gonna shred it with a knife, yeah. Basil, cilantro, mint. Yes. Can't you tell? Don't I look fresh? Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. You guys see this when this happens? I don't think so. Okay. So I'm gonna move my herbs. They're gonna drive me nuts. Oh, thank you. The lettuce. Thank you, Elizabeth. I forgot about that. Lettuce. I couldn't find butter lettuce at Winco. I was so sad. And so I got collard greens. Why not? So any kind of dark green lettuce will work. And my counter's getting too full, so it's all over there. So what I have here, really the only thing that's for me to chop, it looks like I'm ready for baseball. This is the biggest baseball ever. There he is. Say hi to the people. Gotta feed the birds. We have a lot of birds. Water's boiling. Good. When your water boils, you can drop in your bundles or your loose noodles, whatever you got. Mine's not boiling yet. So let's talk about knives, shall we? For the cabbage, we're gonna need a giant knife, the biggest one you got, because it's a big piece of stuff. And so that's what I'm gonna use for my cabbage. And then for my cucumber, I'm probably gonna use a middle knife because he's kind of small, but we need to do some mega stuff with it. So first step, if your stuff starts boiling, put your noodles in and just stop whatever else you're doing because they're gonna cook quickly. Mine's not boiling yet, so I'm gonna go select my cucumber knife and I'm gonna get a bowl to put my cucumbers in. I'm gonna use like just a middle-sized knife, bigger than a steak knife, not gigantic. I'm gonna peel off this wrapper while I wait for my water. We are not gonna use this whole dang cucumber unless you're making a bajillion spring rolls. You're gonna unroll? Kind of. Okay. I'm gonna give it a rinse too because it's a vegetable. My water wants to boil. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. One bundle. Two bundles. And then I'm going to get my hot pad. Don't forget your hot pad. Hold on to the pot handle. And then with my tongs, I'm just going to like kind of pull at them a little bit, pull them apart. There they go. These are going to cook quick. They get clear. They're like glass. They're pretty. Woo! They're pretty. Ah, they're pretty, Bill. They're like glass. Oh, beautiful, lovely noodles. Hey, they're getting soft already. So that's fine, Gabby. That'll work. You're just gonna want to peel it. If anybody has a regular cucumber, you're gonna want to peel off the green outer skin. Hey, my noodles are soft. So once you're soft, that was quick. Once you're soft, you're gonna turn off the burner, drain off the water, and rinse them in cold water. Look at they look like glass. They're so pretty. It's gonna be a lot of dishes, you guys. Oh, I'll show you, Mark. We're not doing it yet. 2 minutes, 30 seconds for. I don't know. What are you talking about? I didn't say that. Just let your noodles cook for a couple minutes. Just pull at them. When your noodles are soft, they're done. There's gonna be a lot of bowls because I just like it that way. You can leave your noodles in the colander. You can cool your pot down and put them back in the pot if you want. I just really want to put mine in a bowl. So that's what I'm gonna do. In love with these noodles. They're so fun. I'm gonna date one. I just might have to try it. Chewy. They're so they're so plain. That's why we have sauce. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So if your noodles are done, you keep getting your veggies, your cucumber, your cabbage, your carrots. And when we are all ready, we will prep all our stuff. We'll start rolling some spring rolls. So the noodles, I just put mine in a bowl, Elizabeth. You can put them in a bowl or you can put them back in your pot. You can leave them in your colander, whatever you want. I just like bowls. So when your noodles are done and you're ready to start veggies, give me a V for veggies. Now, mind you, you might have noodles to cook still, and that's okay. So don't worry. Just want to see where we're at. You guys are good. There's 3, 4, 5. Nice. 6. You guys are good. 7, 8. Woo. 9. Sister Katrina. 10. Woohoo. We're on it tonight, friends. 11. Good job, you guys. How big of a dish do you need? It's up to you. You mean for the spring rolls or for what, Elizabeth? Be more specific, darling. The wraps, you just need something big enough to lay, so bigger than they are. So like I used a brownie pan because they were bigger than mine. You might need to use a cookie sheet. I almost had to use a cookie sheet. Nothing was fitting. Maybe a pie pan if you have one. Just kind of check around, see what you got. What did I say we're at 11? I think it was 11. So the people that have egg roll wrappers that could not find the spring roll wrappers, you will not need to do the water step when we get there. You will not need to do that part. Right? That's right. Right, Jack? They're not going to do that part. That's just a spring roll thing. Yeah. Okay, no problem, Jason. You can prep veggies while you're okay, good. Oh, no problem, really. I thought you were using your pasta, whatever, pasta. That's fine. So for those of you that are cooking your noodles still, you can take breaks from your veggie prep and go back to your noodles and come back to your veggies. And that'll be just fine. Don't worry. So let's just talk cucumber, shall we? So we're gonna do, you have a couple of options here, you guys. Basically picture an egg roll, right? Our veggies are going in an egg roll. So you don't want giant pieces of anything because it'll be hard to eat it. It'll be hard to roll it up in there. So what I'm gonna do is cut little sections. So, and we can do this again and again and again if you're still cooking noodles. Thanks, Mark. So we're gonna cut the head off of our cucumber. If you do not have an English cucumber, remember you wanna peel it. So I'm gonna cut a little section. Stand it up. And then I'm gonna cut him in half. Boop. Lay him down again. And then I'm gonna cut him in half again. So I have 4 pieces, right? And then I'm gonna cut this into little pieces, like little, kind of almost like your shredded carrots. So just some skinny little pieces. You don't have to be too freaky about it. You don't want them giant. So this is what I have. This one's kind of big, whatever. Little thin pieces of cucumber. And they're just like an inch, 2. So you're just gonna do some of these. You do not need a ton. You probably, I'm not gonna use this whole cucumber. That's insane. So we're just gonna chop up some cucumber. So if you're still cooking your noodles and you're just waiting for your water or you're waiting for your noodles, you can cut cucumbers with us. And then just when your noodles are done, drain them and come back. So yeah, just little pieces. They're almost like, they say they want them to be like a matchstick, but that's too skinny. Actually, all the recipes I have say something different. Thinly sliced. So, I mean, you could even potentially do them like this, as long as you can roll them up. If cutting them skinny is hard for you and you want to do little thin slices like that, that works too. Now I'm just going to finish this one like that. Okay, so if you missed the first time, here's what I'm going to do. Cut a little chunk. About 1 inch. Smaller than my finger. Stand it up. We're going to cut him in half. Lay him down. Cut him in half again. And then I'm going to cut that little thing into little pieces. Keep your fingers out of the way. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. I just went to La La Land, sitting here chopping, and I just went like, woo, off in my own little world. Chopping, slicing. Oh, that's kind of fun too. I'm gonna try something different with the next one, you guys. I got a thought. I have a thought. Uh-huh. Yeah, I got a thought. I gotta figure out how to do it. Oh, see, that's where I went wrong. With this thing standing up, I'm gonna cut it and see if I can cut it. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I cut it into strips. And then you can slice your strips much easier. So when it was standing up like this in the half, I just cut down one strip here. Woo, second one. Maybe a third. Nope, 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 nope. But then you can take these strips and cut little sticks out of it. That's it. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Look at these. Look at these little babies. Uh-huh. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. We like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. It's like the Einsteins, right, you guys? My movie club people. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. We like it. All right. That is exciting. Let's see how I feel about this peel. Okay. I was trying to decide if I like the peel. It's good. I think that might be all I'm going to do. This is a lot of cucumber. Jason Rowley, how's the noodles coming? All right, you guys. That's all the cucumber I'm going to do right now. Oh, good. Because we have a lot of ingredients. We don't need a lot of this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do for now. If I need more, I can make more. I'm so excited about the little strips. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to put my cucumber away, I think, and switch out my knives. Maybe. Maybe not. Wrapper. When you guys are done with your cucumber and you're ready for cabbage, I just want to know who has a whole cabbage that is shredding cabbage with me. Just let me know if you're shredding. What would you say? S for shredding. Yeah, whole. That works too. You can give me a W for whole. That works too. All right, good. I had a feeling we'd be shredding cabbage together. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Good, 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 good. So that means you're done with your cucumber, right? Okay. I'm gonna switch out this knife for the King Daddy one for the cabbage. King Daddy cabbage knife. Yeah, in a separate bowl, Elizabeth. Like I have a bowl for everything. It's like a salad bar. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna be like taking a little bit of everything and putting it in our wrappers. Really hot. Okay. I don't want to leave anybody behind, but I think we're okay. Rolla, you said you have a whole cabbage, so I think that means you're ready, yes? Nikki, Mark. All right, gang. Let's talk cabbage. This thing is so big. Mine is, anyways. And you are not going to need a lot of cabbage. It's crazy. So, first thing we're going to do is peel off the outer leaves. Wow, it is way more purple inside, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to take off one more. Yeah. Oh, good, Jason. Good. Okay. Cabbage. So with this big King Daddy, we're going to set it down on its tail and we're going to cut it in half. Hold tight so it doesn't roll away. Just going to give it a rock. You may want to roll your cabbage so that you don't have to try and like push all the way through. Slide it out and roll it. Sometimes, oh, there we go. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not strong, but I got it. Just keep pushing and rolling. Now, it's so pretty. We are not going to use a whole half. So one whole half can go back in your bag. You just don't need it. The next step is, it's like a tree. It's so cute. The next step is we have to get this core out. So you're going to cut like a triangle in there and cut it out. So I'm just going to kind of draw. You want the knife down so that's not at you. So you're going to go in, down, give it a little rock alongside that core. Be careful. And then you're going to go down the other side. Rock and push. You want it to be a triangle. That's what they say. There we go. You can lay it down on the counter and get that triangle around the stem. I didn't get it all, but I'm going to keep working at it. There we go. There we go. Be safe. Knife down away from you. There we go. So you get all the big white parts out. It doesn't have to be pretty, friends. That's not what we're going for. I just have a little bit left right here. Got it. Got it. So then you're gonna lay them face down. I'm gonna get a bowl to put my cabbage in. So again, we are not gonna need a ton of cabbage. We don't need a ton of anything. We have little wrappers. So we're gonna shred our cabbage. I'll wait for you to finish getting that core out. I'm only gonna cut half this thing, I think. Maybe not even that. What we're going to do is lay it down. That was loud. Cut side down. And then with your big King Daddy knife, you're just going to start at one end and cut little tiny strips. Skinny, skinny, skinny. And you'll see that it comes off in little strips. Because it has all those layers. See, it's coming off in like little pieces of cabbage. Now, this seems really long to me. This seems like a bit excessive. So I'm going to cut it in half. I'm just going to take this little pile, lay it down, and just cut it in half. And put it in my bowl. If there's any pieces that are gigantic and you don't want them, take them out, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not a giant cabbage girl. There. So I just have little strings of cabbage. So again, just little tiny strips. Not that tiny, Jen. Little tiny strips. When you get to the halfway, you might want to turn it around and go the other way if you're going to do that much. I don't want to do that much. Oh yeah, let me cut this in half. This is crazy. A lot of cabbage. And I'm taking out these big, thick pieces because I don't want them. That's all I'm going to do, you guys. I'm just going to do this bit right here. Because that's plenty. Plenty. If you're making a cajillion spring rolls, then that's fine. But you do not need a lot. So I'm going to put this away. I'm just going to keep banging on my cutting board. All right, you guys, all we have left is our lettuce and our herbs. Cabbage, cabbage. I'm just going to talk while you're finishing shredding. For the herbs, we are not even going to chop them. You're just going to use like rip off pieces of the leaves as you make your spring roll. So we don't have to do that right now. We're just going to rinse them and have them ready to go. So all we left really is our lettuce. So I'm going to chat about lettuce. I'm going to go grab mine. So I'm using collard greens because I have it. I couldn't find any butter lettuce. And they're gigantic. Let me look at my thing here about the lettuce. So, for those of you using lettuce, this is so big. Look at this. You just want big chunks. You're just going to lay the whole leaf in there. Not like this, obviously. So I'm going to rinse this off, and then I'm just going to cut like some strips out of my lettuce. You can even rip it if you don't feel like cutting. I feel like I should just be like, it's not hot in here. Anyway, so as you finish chopping your cabbage, if you're chopping your cabbage, then you can work on getting some lettuce strips. Well, large pieces, that's what it says. Large pieces. Goodbye, spinal cord. I'm just gonna do strips because I like it. Just makes sense to me. Yeah, that's plenty. There we go. They might be gigantic. So I just have strips of lettuce. Okay, Mark, no problem. You don't have to do too much. Just do a little bit. All right, then. So what we're doing now is we're just wrapping up our veggies. We should have lettuce, cabbage, cucumbers, carrots, and then your noodles and your meat. And we'll talk about the herbs in a minute. But we don't need our knife anymore. Might need it for dessert. I'll wash it for now. Right. So clean up. Let's have a check-in, friends. Let's see how we're doing. All right, friends. So with our herbs, we're just pinching off just some leaves. I just took off the big stems and I just have them laying on my counter. Give them a little rinse. They're just laying here. You do not have to chop them. I just took some of the stems off because you don't need them. So now we're going to get our container ready for the water for our spring roll wrappers. I know some of you have egg roll wrappers. If you have an egg roll wrapper, you do not need to do the water. Do not do the water. But if you found the official spring roll wrappers, they're white. They almost look like wallpaper. You need water. So you're just going to put about 1 inch of water in your pan that is bigger than your spring rolls. If you're using like a cookie sheet, that's perfect. If you're using a cookie sheet, get a glass of water and pour it so you're not carrying a cookie sheet around your kitchen. All right, you guys. So let's discuss. Yeah, wonton wrappers, you do not need water. If you have wonton or you have egg roll wrappers, you do not need water. Right, Jay? Do you need water for a wonton? No, no, no. Um, so let's talk about rolling up a spring roll. It can be a ton of fun. It can be, that'll be fine. You don't need water, Gabby. It can also be a little frustrating. Now, think about if you've made pancakes before, because I learned about this recently. When you make pancakes, the first pancake or two, sometimes they get burnt, sometimes they get wacky because you got to figure out what you're doing, right? So we got to figure out what we're doing. They may not come out perfect. It does not matter. This moving forward from here on out is all about having fun and just trying to figure something out. If you can make it look cute, great. If it looks crazy, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But the number one rule for whatever kind of wrapper you have, whether it's a wonton wrapper, a spring roll wrapper, an egg roll wrapper, whatever you have, you do not want to stack them up on top of each other because you have wetness, right? Our veggies are wet and they will make the wrappers wet. And then if you have two wet wrappers, they will rip. I have had that happen almost every time I've made them. So we're going to get a plate to put them on and you're going to space them out. If you make extras, it's kind of a pain, but you got to wrap each one up like in plastic wrap and then put them in the fridge. You do not want to put them all stacked together in a container. They will rip. It'll be bad. You'll be sad. Don't do it. So we're going to get, everybody wants to have like a smooth surface, like a cutting board. I don't know. I could probably use mine, but I think I'm going to get a different one. I think I am. Yeah. And a plate. So I have a cutting board for my spring roll wrapper and a plate to put them on. This plate is not going to be big enough. So I'm going to have to, if you're people, like if you're making your dinner, right, maybe get out 3 or 4 plates so that you can just spread them out. Because you don't want to stack them. I cannot stress this enough. So here we go, friends. The egg roll wrappers, you're gonna experiment. So, okay, so for everybody that does not have a spring roll, if you have an egg roll wrapper, a wonton wrapper, what else did I hear? There was something else. You may have to cook them. You are still going to wrap them with us, but I would read your package direction. The spring roll wrappers do not have to get cooked. So you also could try it uncooked, but you might want to fry them in oil. You might have to bake them. It's just a different kind of material is the word I want to use. So are we ready, you guys? Let's review what we have sitting here. If you have spring roll wrappers, you have a container of water, but everybody has a wrapper, right? We have noodles. We have shrimp or chicken, carrots, cucumbers, cabbage, lettuce, and then your 3 herbs if you're using them, cilantro, basil, and mint. And then we have a thing of water, a cutting board, and a plate. This does not have to be hard, you guys. I'm telling you, we're going to laugh. If you mess it up, if it rips, it doesn't matter. Put it in a bowl, eat it with a fork. It doesn't matter, okay? Don't let this be frustrating. My package has 16 in here. Is that true? Yeah. I'm going to save like 6 to make dessert out of. If you're going to make dessert. Dessert will be the exact same process, except we're going to cut some fruit and put it in. So, are we ready? Give me a yes, we're ready. Or a no, you're not ready. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a no. Okay. Dang. Okay. 10. 11. Our magic number. 12. Our magic number is 14. We're at 11. 3 more. Okay, so for those of us that are ready, we can get our package open. I keep looking for a little tear corner, but I don't have one. So I guess I'm getting scissors. And I'm just going to pull out one at a time because I don't want them getting wet until it's time. They're thick. Okay, I'm going to start for the people that are ready. If you're not ready, I'm going to do it like 6 times, 10 times. So just catch up when you get here. They're so wacky. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the wrapper in the water. If you have the rice paper spring roll wrappers, you're going to put it in the water. If you don't, just lay it down on your cutting board. It's only going in for like 10 to 15 seconds. It just starts to get soft. We do not want it to get super soft. We want it to still hold its shape. So just like a quick little dip here. Ah, it's so weird. I'm so impatient, I want to play. So you guys remember the first one we're learning. As it lays here, it'll still keep getting wet. So taking it out. I'm going to try it the other way, Jack, because I'm nervous. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to start with my shrimp. And we're just doing the bottom, not even half, like bottom third of our spring rolls. So if you want to wait while I do one, you can watch me do one. And then you can do one after, or you can do it with me. I'm going to lay 3 shrimp down. 3 shrimp. And then I'm going to put a little piece of lettuce or 2. I'm just going to try it this way, Jack. We're going to see how it goes. And then you're just going to put a little bit of each vegetable. You do not want a giant pile. Putting like just a little bit of each thing. I'm probably going to do too much. But we're learning, right? We're learning. Some carrots, some cucumbers. A little bit of noodles. They're sticky. Spread them out on there. And then what it says is just like a bit of the herbs. So you're just going to pinch off a little bit. Like I'm going to pinch off a couple leaves and then rip them. Just put them on here. That's it. There's my basil. Rip. Rip. It's sticking to me. Rip. And some mint. Rip. Rip. And I'm going to use the whole thing. Okay. And then I'm going to fold the sides in. Ooh, it's soft now. We got soft right here. So I'm going to fold one side in. Woo! And then fold the other side in. It was not soft when I laid it down, you guys. So now it is. And I'm going to bring the bottom up. Bottom up, wrap it around. You want to do it a little bit tight, but not too tight because you might rip it. And then you're going to roll it. Oh, look, Jack. I did it, you guys. It's not beautiful, but it's pretty fun. But it's sticky. So you'll see. That's okay. Just still do it. Just put it like towards the center, but not right in the center, like a little bit down from center. And then fold the sides in and then roll from the bottom. It'll be fine. So that's it, you guys. It worked. But it's super sticky. So you do not want to stack them. They will rip. Okay? So I'm going to do it again. If you didn't do it with me, let's do it together. Wrapper. Okay, I'm going to count to 7. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play with it. 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's soft, but it's still crispy. But when it laid here, it got really soft. And then I laid down 3 shrimp. It was so cute. Did you see that? I'm going to do 4 this time because I want shrimp. But I'm going to regret it. Okay. Wait, I did it the wrong way. If you want the pink side down, if you cut it, pink side down. Okay. Then some lettuce. I'm so excited. And then you're going to put a little bit of your other veggies. A little bit of cabbage. It's so fun. Little carrots. That's probably too much. Little cucumber. Little noodles. The noodles are the hard because they're sticky. Just a little, you guys. That's probably way too much. And then some herbs. And I'm just doing like a little piece of the leaves down the pile. Ah, basil. You guys have to send me pictures of your spring rolls. Have to. This is like, well, remember the pineapples? The pineapple might have been the cutest thing we ever made, but this might be the next best. Wow, we made some cute desserts, didn't we? Okay, then you fold the sides in first. Very gently, up and over. Other side, up and over. Give it a little tug. Uh-oh, I let go. Don't let go. Undo. Whatever. Up and over. They do rip, friends. I just ripped it. We're going to grab the bottom, fold it over, and kind of tuck everything in. And then you're going to roll it kind of tight, but not too tight. You rip it. Every time I see the cute little shrimp, I just get really excited. I just want to. So you guys, when you do one, you'll see they're sticky. Don't let them touch. Whew. I'm worried they're going to stick to the pan or the plate. No, you should make one. They're so fun. All right, you guys, we keep going. So for those of you making dessert, what we're going to do is we need to slice up the fruit. If you don't want to make the dessert and you want to make it later, all it is slicing up the fruit. And then the sauce itself. Wait, I'm supposed to not let this sit so long. Hold on. Lime juice, lemon juice, honey, and some water. That's it. So if you're joining me for dessert, that's all it's going to be. But we're going to do it pretty quick because my feet are getting tired. Okay, shrimp down first. I'm doing it this way, Jack. I feel like it's easier. Lettuce. Then we start piling on veggies. Is it working, you guys? You guys are quiet in the chat. That makes me think you're working. I think you're going to love it too, Elizabeth. Me too. I'm cute. Oh, stop. I'm getting excited, so now I'm putting too much stuff. I won't be excited when it doesn't work. Carrot. And it's like right under the halfway mark, right? Right under the halfway mark. So that you have room to roll. Noodles. And some herbs. It's so fun. So cute. So I'm just going to wrap this part up. Where I get it. So that you can just make your things. But if you have leftovers, or if you make extras, remember, you cannot just put them in a container together. They will stick. So it's recommended that you individually wrap them in plastic wrap. And then you should be good to go. They may get, the paper may get a little more chewy because it'll have sat for a little bit, but it'll still be just fine. Mince, mince, mince. Okay, here we go. I feel like each time I do it, it's an adventure. Is it going to work again? Okay, up and over. Cabbage, up and over. That side really wants to just like stick. Okay, come here. Come here. Tuck in there. Okay, fold. This one has a little eye. The shrimp has a little eye. That's so good. It's so good, you guys. Okay. I don't know how many I'm gonna make. Woo! All right, everybody. We got 8 lovely spring rolls. Some of them are a little nicely rolled than others, but that's okay. So we're gonna serve them with the peanut sauce. And then whatever you don't eat, so remember you have to wrap them individually in plastic wrap. You do not want to stack them. You do not want to let them touch. That's not a good idea. Because as you can probably tell just by like lifting up one, they're very sticky. So they will rip each other apart. So this just is like the best right here. So anyways, for dessert, we're gonna make a dessert spring roll. So I'm just gonna put the lid on my herbs here for a moment. We're good with these. And you guys with your leftovers, really, you can throw all this in a bowl. You already have lettuce, you have cabbage, you have a salad. There's your lunch. Your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're welcome. Okay. So, I mean, add more water in my peanut sauce. Okay, so let me move some of this out of the way. So we're gonna need another bowl because we're gonna make another dippy sauce. This is like, again, the hardest part is the dippy sauce. So, wow, that sun is like, it's glowing. Maybe that helps a little bit, huh? That was wild. Okay, so we just have, ooh, that was so bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients in our sauce. So let's get those out. So much going on my phone right now. Wow, my eyes are really blinded from that sun. So we're going to get a lime, some lemon juice, and some honey. Lime, lemon juice. I'm going to move my cutting board. We're going to still use it though. And some honey. And a bowl. And we need a tablespoon and a teaspoon. Hopefully you saved them from before. And then we need our zester or a cheese grater. I put it right where I should have. My stuff. So with my lime, I'm going to rinse my lime because it's probably been touched by 1,000 people. I'm going to wash off my lime. I've been wearing this towel on my shoulder the whole night, haven't I? The tag is driving me a little bit nuts. There we go. Okay. So with our lime, we're going to give them a roll around. Now, we might not get enough lime juice out of this thing. So if you have the bottled lime juice, you might want it. I think I'm going to need it. I don't think we're going to get enough out of here. That's my opinion. We'll see. Okay. So we got lime, lemon juice, honey, a bowl, teaspoon, tablespoon, and a zester or a cheese grater. So we're always going to start with the zesting because then you can't use it anymore after that. So give your lime a little roll around so that we get the juice out later. And then you're just going to zest it into the bowl. Zest it into the bowl using the cheese grater or the zester. If you don't have a fresh lime, then you won't do this part and it's fine. Oh, it smells so limey. Woo! I love lime. So you're just going to give it a couple rubs on each side and keep twisting until you get the dark green off. Oh, I should write this down. Let me write it down for you guys. You're welcome, Shmirky. Have a good night. I think they're already gone. Okay, let me write our stuff down on my very, very good dry erase board. Oh, it's dark right now. Good, good, good. Two teaspoons honey, and then water. Okay. So we just really have four things. We zested our lime, and then we're going to measure. So I'm going to start for those of you that are ready, and if you're not, we'll just say it over and over again. So right now I just have my lime zest in a bowl. Nice splotty lime. We're going to have to cut him in half to get our lime juice out. So let me grab a knife. I have one. What did I do with it? I washed it. How dare I be so prepared? Okay. So here we go, friends. We have our zested lime. That's a little better, huh? And we're going to cut this thing in half, and we're going to try and get 2 tablespoons of lime juice out. We're going to try. That's why we smash it around, roll it around. Going to cut it in half. And then you can just squeeze it into your tablespoon. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, well, we'll see. If you can get 1 per half. I'm going to count it if it falls in the bowl. This might be good enough. Okay, we're going to call that 1 because I dripped in the bowl. Do the next one. If you don't get enough juice and you want more, you can just use the bottled stuff from before. Oh my gosh, it's going everywhere. Go in. I'm just going to squeeze it in the bowl. That's what's going to happen. Squeeze it in the bowl. It's not going to be too much. It'll be fun. Everywhere. That's much better. Ooh! I have a cut on my hand. You'll find out if you have a cut on your hand if you get lime juice in it. Ah! Okay. Ow! And then our lemon juice is the same amount, 2 tablespoons. One, 2. All right, so we have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And then all we need, we're going to keep the tablespoon out for water. The only other thing we need is our honey. It's 2 teaspoons of honey. Yes, I always feel like I need something to get it out of here. Let me get a little knife. Like a little baby knife, a little butter knife. So 2 tablespoons of honey. Sorry, teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of honey. Whoop. There we go. I'll scrape it all off of there. Yum. And then it does say, it says 2 tablespoons of water, but it also says as needed. So what it says is if it's too tart, too sour, to add some water. You don't have to add the water. I cannot get this on here. There we go. I'm gonna stir it up. And then when you taste, I would just taste it with like your pinky finger or something, or your knife or your spoon, whatever you're using. Don't lick a sharp knife. And then if it's too sour, put some water in. So it smells pretty sour. Oh, good. I'm not gonna add any water. I think it's good. So then I don't need my teaspoon, tablespoon anymore. So I'm just gonna talk. Oh, after the honey is just water if you need it. So we have by Katina, you have some lime juice, some lemon juice, some honey, and then if you need water to make it less sour, then you can add some water, but you might not need it. So you guys, that's really it. The only other thing we have to do is slice up our fruits, and we're gonna keep the strawberries in slices, kind of like the shrimp was looking if you did shrimp. But the kiwi and the mango, we're gonna do in like the strips, like the cabbage and the cucumber, and that's how we're gonna roll up the fruit. And you really almost could put like your noodles. The noodles don't have a lot of flavor. So if you wanted to put some more stuff in there, you kind of could put whatever you want in there. So I'm gonna grab my fruit. I'm gonna start slicing. And I'm just gonna get us started. And then I'm probably gonna let you guys finish on your own. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna get my fruit. All right. So I have some kiwis. You're welcome, Amber. Some mango and some strawberries. And I might just put them in little piles this time. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a little plate. And I'm going to get a vegetable peeler because peeling the mango is kind of a nightmare. So I'm going to get a vegetable peeler because I learned a new way. Somebody at my door. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys how to cut a mango. I'm kind of new. So you're gonna want to peel off any stickers and just might as well give it a rinse. We're gonna get the skin off, but I'm gonna rinse it. Gonna help making the fruit one. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna cut off both tips of the mango. Here, we're not using that for anymore. The stem and the bottom. And then you're gonna use the vegetable peeler on the side. All the way around. Mango, mango, mango. The thing that makes mangoes hard is there's a pit inside, and it's not like an obvious where it is pit. Every time I cut one, you have to like find the pit. I'm getting all the green off. Okay. And then with the mango, so I like to stand it up on the bottom end, and you can kind of, I can see the pit in mine. It's in there. You're just gonna try and cut like down around the side of the pit. And if you hit it, you'll know. Oh, I hit it. So then you can just either start again, just move the knife out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Got it. And these other little pieces I just had, I'm going to get them later. But you just kind of got to guess. Oh, there we go. That was a good one. You just kind of go around the outside of the, woo! Around the outside of the pit. Kind of guessing. Oh, I got some good ones. But it's like, it's impossible, I feel like, to get the whole dang mango. So much work. But I love mango. You're just kind of shaving it. And then it's kind of big. So I don't even do it. Josh added mango, kiwi, and strawberry. And then with your mango, once you get these big chunks, I'm going to cut them into little strips like we did with the cucumbers or the cabbage. I'll show you. I'm just going to do little stripes here. And then you have little strips of mango. Put them on my plate. This might be one of our longest cooking classes ever. I thought it was going to be so fast. Shows you what I know. You just never can predict. I love mango. I'm just making a little pile on my plate of mango. The strawberries, I mean, it's kind of like everything else we've done tonight, Josh. It's hard to guess. I would say a half a strawberry per spring roll because you're going to cut it in slices. So I'm just going to make 4 maybe. Do you think you're going to try one? You're going to try it for spring roll? I'm going to make 5. So I'm going to cut 3 strawberries. I'm just cutting all this mango because I did, but I'm not going to use it all. dinner?
No. You have lunch?
Yes, I did. All right. Almost done. Then we'll move on to strawberries and kiwis. So Mark, for the mango, you're going to cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and then use a vegetable peeler to peel the skin on the outside. Then you got to stand it up, cut the sides. And then I'm just taking the big pieces, cutting them into strips. Kind of like we did the cabbage, cucumber. I almost lost it. I'm just going to eat this last piece of mango. Okay, I'm going to move on to strawberries. I know I'm going fast, but you guys, you got this. We'll rinse some strawberries. So the strawberries, I'm just going to cut off the stems, stand them up. And then I'm just going to cut down the strawberry and make slices that stay big. So they're going to kind of act like the shrimp did. So here's my strawberries. Slices of strawberries. I don't even think I'm going to need all three, but whatever. I'll cut it anyways. Okay. And then same with the kiwi. Except, you know, I watched somebody the other day peel a kiwi with a vegetable peeler, so I'm going to try it. It totally works. I've been doing it the hard way my whole life. Oh my gosh, this is magical. Who knew? Who knew? That is wild. That is wild and wacky stuff. All right. I'm going to cut this kiwi. I want the kiwi to be in strips too. I think I'm going to do it like we did the cucumber. And I'm going to stand it up and do slices. And then I'm going to cut the slices into strips. Smushy, smushy. I won't show you that one because it's a mess. There we go. So I just made like strips of kiwi. I don't even know if you can see that. The sun's really bright, sorry. Definitely need both kiwis. They're so smushy. Whatever. Okay. I'm so excited about this vegetable peeler situation. This is pretty great. You guys know this? Did you know you could peel a kiwi with a vegetable peeler? It's just mush. It's mush in my hands. Okay, just in case you didn't see the first time, I'm gonna stand my kiwi up and cut slices, even though it just wants to mush. Then I'm gonna cut those slices into strips, kind of, or just mush. Dosages. Here we go. Oh, what? Whoa. And then, that's okay, I forgive you. I'm just gonna wipe my counter down and I'm gonna roll one up to show you guys. That is some smushy, smushy kiwi. All right. Remove some of this stuff. Keep wondering, like, what's hitting my back? It's my towel. All right, so just in case you want to watch one of these, take a pause. Here we go. I'll take my wrapper. Do my 7 seconds. There's carrots in there. 5, 6, 7. Good. And then I'm going to do some strawberries first, like in a little row, kind of how I did the shrimp. Sure. And then I'm going to put some mango. Awesome, Tina. And then I'm going to put some kiwi. These are not going to be as thick, right? And I'm going to do, oh, one side over, other side over, up, and haha, there we go. Little teeny fruit run. I almost might put the noodles in here. I might try it because that's very skinny. Very skinny. But yeah, so same process. Noodles. Okay. Haha. My husband's adventurous. This one didn't take as long to make, so it didn't get as wet. So you might want to let it sit a little longer. Okay, here we go. Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. Mango. Not so much, Jennifer. Kiwi. And some noodles. Why not? Over one side. Oh, that one's better. This one's soaked longer. The other one was almost a little bit too, like, not soft. There we go. Noodles in the bottom. So cute. You're welcome. Have a nice night, Ma. So there we go, friends. So I'm just going to hang out here and roll some more fruit ones. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, you get to go snack dinner. Snack liked it. This was an epic cooking class, everybody. Thanks for sticking it out. You'll have to let me know how you liked it.